Hi, it's Stephanie Chang, State Senator for Senate District 3. So today I wanted to talk about things you might have missed in the House Republican budget. As you know, we are quickly moving towards that October 1 start of the next fiscal year for the state. And so we're all working really hard to make sure that we get a budget on time that represents the values of Michiganders. But in the meantime, I thought it was important to point out some of the things that I have concerns about. And while we know there's been a lot of attention on the school meals and roads and hospitals, there's a few other things that I thought you might have missed. So, water affordability. In the Senate budget, we included $13 million, and in the House Republican budget, they included nothing. So this is the House, this is the Senate. Going Pro. This is a really important program that Governor Whitmer started to support employers as they work with workers to get trained and recruited and retained. The House Republican budget completely eliminated. So that's the House eliminated that. Crime victim grants. So every year the state has put money towards supporting organizations that are helping domestic violence survivors, sexual assault survivors, as VOCA dollars at the federal level decrease. And unfortunately, in the House Republican budget, they actually decrease the amount of money for crime victim sustaining grants by $4 million less than what we include in the Senate budget. The address confidentiality program, what we understand based on our analysis is that the cuts in the House Republican budget to the Attorney General's office basically could jeopardize the entire address confidentiality program, which helps to keep survivors safe in their homes. Centers for Independent Living, these are really important programs to make sure that folks with disabilities are able to live their full lives. In the Senate, the House Republican budget basically reduced the funding for Centers for Independent Living from $19 million down to $11 million. That's an $8 million reduction. That's a big problem for our friends in the disability community. The House Republican budget for the Michigan Department of Civil Rights budget, they cut over 73 full-time employee positions from the agency that's supposed to investigate complaints of discrimination. That's a problem. The Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy, they cut $200 million from our state agency that's responsible for clean drinking water, cleaning up hazardous materials, remediation, all of these things. That does not help to clean up our environment. The House Republican budget also completely eliminated all funding for state public health programs. They cut entirely, and so that is to the tune of $92.5 million. In the Senate, we wanted to expand RX Kids, which helps pregnant women and their new babies after they are born. But the House, unfortunately, does not believe in expanding RX Kids. They also completely eliminated the office of CVI. CVI is the Office of Community Violence Intervention. The House Republican budget completely eliminates that office. They also completely zeroed out arts and culture funding, which normally is about $12.3 million. And then the DNR Summer Youth Program, I've heard directly from organizations in Southwest Detroit that depend on this to be able to help employ young people to be able to be productive members of our community and help clean up parks, how to repair bikes, learning how to work in community gardens. Unfortunately, the House Republican budget also completely eliminates funding for DNR's Summer Youth Program. So these are a few highlights, things you might have missed in the House Republican budget. If you care about these cuts, if you are concerned about any of these things, or about school meals, or our hospitals, or public safety cuts, or anything like that, cuts to revenue sharing, please reach out to your own state representative, as well as Speaker Matt Hall, and let them know what you think.